What is up, YouTube? This is Mr. MPQ, your source in the Southwest for all things Marvel Puzzle Quest, coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona on this 4th of July 2017. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by and joining us here today. If you're a regular, welcome back. As always, every like, share, and subscribe is always appreciated and helps me reach other questers just like yourself and helps us to grow this channel and this community together. So, happy 4th of July, everyone. If you're American, if you're not, it's still the 4th of July on your calendars, I imagine. Probably less fireworks wherever you may be. Here in Phoenix, it was a warm 114 degrees Fahrenheit, and for my Celsius friends, that is, I think, 45.5 degrees Celsius. So quite a hot day, and luckily I was at work most of it, so I was indoors. I came home and of course I barbecued because that's the American thing to do, and had the family over and good time was had by all. So after the fireworks are mostly done, I don't hear the neighborhood firing off fireworks anymore. I decided it was a safe time to record, and you can see I'm logging in literally for the first time today. I've been so busy between work and family and everything else, but I promised that we would champion a new 4-star character, and by golly, today's the day. So let's see what's going on. Anything? Thanks, Son of Krypton. Command points from everybody. Thanks a lot for that. So I wanted to also draw attention to the new intro for the game. It's based in the Spider-Man Homecoming artwork. And here's the Sinister 6 event, which has now all the little characters put in there. And the icons that flash in between the loading screens are all Sinister 6 or Spider-Man based logos or little circles that have their icons on it. And this one, you still can't click it. There's still some fireworks. It's not gunshots. I don't live in that kind of neighborhood. But the Sinister 6 event is here. You cannot click it. It doesn't give you any more information. I will cover it as soon as it becomes available. The new movie, Spider-Man Homecoming, at least in the U.S., comes out on July 7th, which is in 2 days. So, well, depending on where you are, 2 to 3 days. I will be seeing the early release on Thursday night because I'm a Spider-Man fanatic for sure, and cannot wait for that movie. I'm super hyped, and I hope that you guys are too. There's lots of impact in this game based around that movie as well. So let's get to it. We have quite a few rewards in the roster here. Let's see, we got 135 spots all taken up here. We're going to go to our 4-star rewards, and I have these lovely covers waiting to be championed. Who is on the agenda? I'm actually going to go with Professor X, and that is something I've been waiting to do for a long time. I think he's a great support character, but finding covers has been difficult. That being said, the only reason I'm able to champion him now is because of the Heroes for Hire store that was recently in, and I talked about the changes in my last video about how it's now featuring the Crash of the Titans required character instead of the Behemoth Burrito 4-star characters that's required, and that was changing on a regular basis. It doesn't do that anymore, but there was a day where Professor X came up, and I said, you know what? I haven't seen one of these covers in a while. He's really hard to get. So I had 13 covers. I just needed the one to champion. And technically, you don't even need an extra 14th cover to champion. You can champion and still be able to switch abilities around the way you like. But I like getting that legendary recruit token for that first level. Makes it all a little bit more worth it. So what we're going to do is scroll over to this screen. We're going to go up to 270, which is the normal 4-star max level. We're going to spend some ISO to do that, and then to promote to champion is 12,500 purple ISO, so we're going to spend that to make him a champion. And then we're going to add the one cover that I do have to make him 271. We get a legendary recruit token, And with all 4-star characters, when you champion, you do get that legendary token right away, as well as with 3-star characters. You do get no 5-star carryover champion rewards like you do from the 3 to 4 series or 2 to 4-star series of champion progress, but you do get much more command points, hero points, ISO, legendary tokens, etc. up until the max level, which is 370, 100 levels above 270, which is the max level normally. So let's go ahead and check out what he has as far as options at this level. He's very low on health. He is one of those glass cannon characters. He's really meant for support. Hang out in the back, hopefully get invisible, and then really beef up those special tiles and help your other teammates do most of the damage in the work. So Master Plan for blue ability, it's a passive ability, and this is whenever your team makes a match 5 or greater, generating those critical tiles, generates 4 AP in his team's strongest color, and deals an additional 4432 in damage. And that is very useful with characters like Scarlet Witch, who can easily create those critical tiles, Bullseye, who can target tiles and make those critical matches happen, and then other characters like Kamala Khan or Black Widow, who can manipulate the tiles to change a certain color. Dr. Doom even has that ability with his blue ability, and there's a few others in the game as well. So there's lots of options that pair well with that ability in order to force it into creating those match 5s or greater, and really doesn't rely on luck on the board. Blind Spot for 7 purple AP. This is a ability that creates invisibility tile and only targets Professor X, none of his teammates. But while Professor X is invisible, if he makes a match, it strengthens 4 friendly special tiles by 240. And that can be a whole lot of extra damage, especially if we're talking about strike tiles or attack tiles. That's 4 times 240, that's 960 extra damage on top of whatever those 4 tiles already had. So even if it was a base damage of like 200, now instead of doing 800 damage, you're dealing, let me do some math real quick, like almost 2,000 in damage, which is a huge jump, massive. So that is certainly a great ability. Psychic Convergence is probably his best ability, or one of the top 2 best abilities I think he has. And this is another passive. Whenever an ally fires a power, it also converts a random basic tile to strength 75 protect tile. At level 4, it adds in a strength 55 attack tile, and at level 5, it also adds in a strength 82 strike tile. And this is where he gets really dangerous, because if your allies are firing abilities, those are one of each of these tiles for every ability fired, and that plus his blind spot where it beefs up those tiles can add up very quickly, as well as make the other moves more dangerous, add passive damage with that strike tile as well. And so yeah, great abilities. I'm actually going to upgrade him on this to level 5, and I think what I'm going to do is take away from Master Plan. The reason that I say that is because Master Plan still, at level 3, is going to generate 2 AP in your team's strongest color and deals an additional 2,855 damage. That being said, these tiles still are going to create more hassle and more special tiles on the board for protection, for more damage as well. You're still getting a bonus of 2855 in extra damage. That's on top of the critical match, and that is also going to be dependent on you making those match 5s. So if he's not paired with a character who's creating that, or you're not very good with strategy as far as tile control and seeing what the patterns are going to fall into to create those match 5 or greater, that ability is also going to be useless. So not that that's a useless ability in total, but less important than creating those friendly special tiles, which can be beefed up by Blind Spot. It can be beefed up by 4-star Falcon, who has his passive blue ability, Inspiration. Even 3-star Falcon, who's another blue, purple, yellow. So you run the risk of running out of matchable AP there, but he is certainly a worthwhile champion here. So at a 3-5-5 build, he is number 9, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 9th 4-star champion for this 4th of July celebration. So championing a 4-star for 4th of July. Who can pass up an opportunity like that? And just, let's see, we did get a legendary token, so we're going to go back to recruit. Oh, other way. Lots of tokens. Those will be saved for a video coming up pretty soon here. I do have 3 of these covers available. I'm only going to draw the 1 for now. There's a chance at, 5-star. So one of the last 3 5-stars is going to be Dr. Octopus. It's going to be Hawkeye, or it's going to be Star-Lord. Had to do that all off memory because I didn't actually click the button like I normally do. And one of the last 12 4-stars, not including Gwenpool anymore, but now including Sandman, is added to the mix. So it is one of the 3 5-stars. I really hope it's Dr. Octopus because I only have, I think, 1 or 2 covers for him. It's Star-Lord, bit of both, his green ability. So we'll go ahead and claim that. And how lucky am I feeling? Why not? It's 4th of July. We'll go out with a bang. We'll do 1 more. And it's Riri, Selfless Intervention. Pretty sure that one's going to become free ISO. I'm going to wait on command points because there might be a 5-star Spider-Man store, and I'm definitely going to spend command points on that when the time comes because reasons. So now we're going to do a quick, well, never mind, no I'm not. I was going to do a big enchilada using Professor X as a champion, but we have to bust through required character, and just for the sake of keeping the video short, I will do another video separately in PvE, because I know some of you have been requesting more PvP videos, and so I will be posting some PvP stuff hopefully this week, and that will feature Professor X. So stay tuned for more of that. And just a quick reminder that if you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet, there is still time to do so. And when we hit 200 subscriptions, we're going to give away a $25 gift card. I know I said in my last video it was $20. I'm going to up the ante to $25, and that'll be a random drawing with details yet to come. That is for hitting 200 subscriptions, and that is my New Year's resolution for this year. We're at 177 at the time of filming this, so we're nearly there. It can certainly be done. All we got to do is share this channel with your friends, your neighbors, your family, your classmates in school, whoever you're passing on the bus. You see them playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Hey man, great game. Check out Mr. MPQ. He's on YouTube. That's all it takes. Doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps this channel to grow and this community to grow together. So hopefully you guys found this video entertaining and insightful, at least for Professor X and his champion abilities. And you can follow me on Twitter for more Marvel Puzzle Quest news as it drops, especially pertaining to the new Spider-Man Homecoming event and Sinister 6 event. And you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. There is a notification bell right next to the subscribe button, and if you click that, it does give you instant YouTube notifications when videos like this do get posted. Until next time, as always, this has been Mr. MPQ, your source in the Southwest for all things Marvel Puzzle Quest. Keep on questing, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great night. Maybe if I get the stop. Oh, that's right. New phone, technical difficulties.